2023. He is also known as a dedicated leader in advancing the education and development of students at SOS. Under his leadership, SOS continues to excel in academics and co-curricular areas, making it one of the high-performing schools in Malaysia. This is a statement to a leader who ensures that school under his charge maintains outstanding holistic performance in academic, co-curricular activities, and most importantly, character development. Today, Tuan Haji will be sharing his insights on the strategies, challenges, and triumphs of cultivating a high-performance educational environment. To our distinguished audience and of academics leaders and educators, I'm certain this session will be incredibly insightful. Please join me in giving a warm and respectful welcome to the stage Yang Bersa Tuan Haji Nur Azam bin Abdullah. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Madam Chairperson Aimi, for that long introduction. Okay. My name is Nur Azam bin Abdullah, and I'm the principal of Sekolah Sultan Alam Shah, as mentioned before. It is one of the Malaysia's fully residential school. We have 72 in Malaysia. We are ranked number 2 in 2023. So hopefully in 2025 we will be ranked number 1, inshallah. I need your prayers. Dr. Zuraida is here. Her son is in my school. Maybe she will give a testimony also for what I'm going to share with you today. I've been in education for 30 years. I'm not that young. And by the way, the picture is AI generated. My background is in Arabic actually, so maybe I'll fumble a few words in English, so bear with me. One time I was asked to give a speech in English, so at that time my weight, I weigh 104 kg, so you can imagine my size. And then my name is Nur Azam and I'm an Arabic teacher, and all they say, wow, an Arabic teacher. So until I finish my sentence, I'm an Arabic teacher. I teach Arabic for second language. So at that time they say, oh, okay. Now we understand. How come an Arabic teacher with the size of 104 kg? And this morning, I'm really honored to share with you good practice. I would say good practice. For me to say I have best practice, maybe it's best in my school, but maybe not in yours. So good practice for me is better. We call it a program we use to instill good habits and noble values into students in line with our team, ICELAM team, and we call it Rukun 15. And I hope it will be meaningful to all of you too. Alright. Ini saya tekan ya? I'll divide my presentation into 2 parts. The first part is for us to understand what is Rukun 15, what is it all about, how it works, and what makes it effective, and what are the results that we have seen both in my school and other schools that have implemented Rukun 15. And in the second part, I'll take you back to the beginning, to the story of how Rukun 15 was born and how a simple question led to a practical and sustainable model for character development program, inshallah. So let's begin. The full name of the program is Rukun 15 Murid, or the Student 15 Pillars. I use the word Rukun, which means pillars, because it is chosen to represent the 15 noble values or habits that form the foundation of a good character. Without these pillars, a student's character development is, for us, we see it as incomplete. As in a building, if its pillars are broken, the building will not be sturdy, and even worse, will crumble to the ground. So, what is really exactly the Rukun 15? It is a character development program. Character development program built on the self-talk approach. So, the key word here, character development program and self-talk approach. The idea of self-talk is not new. Actually, it's commonly used in sport psychology, where athletes repeat positive statements to enhance performance. We can see sometimes when we see Asafa Powell, or the latest one, who is it? The fastest runner in the world now, Usain Bolt. Before they run, we can see sometimes we can see them talking to themselves at the beginning of the line, right? So what they are doing, they are repeating positive statement to enhance their performance. And it is also found in motivational and self-help practices. But in education, especially in the area of student behavior, it is very new and underutilized, self-talk. So, on the slide you can see the 15 items that we call Rukun 15. All of them point to three main things. There are three main things there. The goals the student need to achieve, and then the actions they need to take, and the values we want to instill in them. If I were to translate it, it will be like this. The first one is our subuh prayer. All of my students are Muslim. Our subuh prayer is on time. Our character is noble. Our rules are followed. Our SPM is all A's. Our co-curricular is national level. Our argument is eloquent. Our time is punctual. Our class is neat. Our bed sheet is tidy. Our shoes are arranged. Our rubbish are collected. Our parents are loved. Our teachers are obeyed. Our friends are helped, and our society is served. So the students will recite these 15 key statements at specific times and places. At first, a student read from a printed Rukun 15 card here, and once they have memorized it, they no longer need the card. So I have the card right here. This is a gift from me to you, and we can pass it around. Thank you. If you want you to use it for your students or your children, also can. But you have to adapt and adopt it. Okay. Now I have a couple of videos here. This is the SAS archery team reciting Rukun 15 with full spirit.
SAS Aceh, apakah Rukun 15 anda?
Okay, and this is from SBPI Rawang, my former school. It's quite different from the Rukun 15 is quite different. So I have implemented this Rukun 15 since 2016 in 4 different schools where I serve as principal. In all 4 shows improvement, significant improvement not only in discipline and character but also in academic performance. And this chart shows improvement in school GPS, SPM, and over time in 3 of those schools there are significant improvement you can see, but in SAS is still in the early stages. Our only 1 year into implementation at that time, so but the potential is clearly visible, inshallah. Co-curricular achievement also improved a lot, although I don't have the graphs right with me here today. And these are before and after photos showing how much our students' daily discipline has improved, even in small things like shoes and bed sheets. Alhamdulillah. Okay. I also had the opportunity to represent this Rukun 15 to national state level conferences, and I'm happy to share with you between 40 to 50 schools now have adopted or adapted the Rukun 15 model. One of it is SMKA Miri. This is the principal, Ustaz Muhammad Fauzi Yaakob. He's a JUSASI principal. Let's hear from him.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Baik, jadi saya ini kita ada rukun 15 dan kita kepada ini saya akan terima kasih kepada Ustaz Allah yang memberi berkongsikan ilmu rukun 15 beliau, dan alhamdulillah yang memiliki kita memperkasakan yang lebih dikit lagi. Dan dalam rukun 15 ini dilaksanakan lagi kepada beberapa fokus yang mana yang akan diinovasikan lebih banyak lagi berdasarkan rukun 15 ini oleh pemimpin-pemimpin pertengahan sekolah. Saya bagi satu contoh. Markah kami atas 60. Jadi bila markah kami atas 60, bahagian akademik akan memainkan peranan bagaimana untuk mewujudkan budaya persaingan dalam akademik sebagai contohnya. Jadi di sini akan lahir inovasi ataupun intervensi dalam bahagian akademik itu sendiri. Sebagai contohnya adalah program KKP, program pre-pesan, program terkait akademik dan lain-lain. Semuanya bermula daripada rukun 15. Itu juga dengan hal yang berkaitan dengan akhlak, belajar, bersikap, sekolah dan sebagainya. Jadi,
okay. That's Ustaz Ahmad Fauzi. And another point of pride, Rukun 15 has received international recognition. It was awarded a gold medal in International Sharia Compliant Ideas Invention, Innovation and Design Expo 2021 organized by UITM Shah Alam. And actually this concludes the first part. The second part is let me share with you the idea of how Rukun 15 first came about. Many of my fellow principals ask me, where did you get the idea of Rukun 15? The program they say is simple, but it works. For me, I believe that it's true. Yes, it works. And it may look simple, but behind its simplicity lies a deep and practical understanding of how human behavior, especially that of students, truly changes. How do we change human behavior? So, actually it began with a simple but important question. This is what I asked myself. And how can I help my student build good behavior, not just when I am watching them, but even when I'm not. And I think we as teachers and principals, we face the same challenge. When we are there with the students, they behave very well. But when we walk away, their behavior changes. So I didn't want just them to do things because I said so. I want them to have a discipline that comes from naturally, internally. And I use this simple, sustainable and self-regulated, and that become my guiding principle. So simple, what do I mean by simple? Simple because if it's too complicated, it won't last. And sustainable because good programs should continue even the principle changes. And I hope it will continue if I were to move away from SAS. I hope that. And self-regulated because true education happens when students take ownership of their behavior. I also wanted Rukun 15 to follow the Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Instead of creating one new program for every single problem, we have this problem, we create a program. We have the problem, we create this program. I don't want it. So I wanted one core practice that could address many issues at once, and I started reading, observing, reflecting, asking friends. And during my research, actually, I've came across this book. This I bought, newly bought it. I got the old one by Dr. Shed Hamstetter, What to Say When You Talk to Yourself. It's a good book, actually. You can find it in the bookstores. This book introduced me to the concept of self-talk. The idea that words we repeat shape what we become. And if we keep saying, I cannot do this, I am not good enough, our brains actually believe it. Right? And we live that truth. But if you choose this is our choice. If you choose to say, I can, I'm capable, I'm improving, then our mind starts believing it, and eventually our lives begin to follow it. So I studied psychology, sport sciences, religious education, leadership training. So the one thing I notice is change happens when people reprogram their inner dialogue. And sportmen, they use self-talk. Leaders, they use what they call affirmation. And in religion, we call it zikir. Zikir, prayers, words that shape our soul. So I thought to myself, why not bring this self-talk into education? If athletes can use self-talk and then improve their performance, why can't students use self-talk to improve their character? So once I have identified self-talk as the strategy, my next question was, what should those self-talk statements be about? So I listed the main objectives the school wanted to achieve, and then the issues among the students that need to be addressed. And to make it relevant and inclusive, I gathered inputs from teachers, students, parents, even the support staffs. And because I wanted Rukun 15 to solve multiple issues at once, I didn't limit it to 4 or 5 items. It will be too few. But if it is too many, it will overwhelm the students, like 20 or 30. So I decided a midpoint between 13 to 17. And that's how the number 15 or 15 was chosen. If you were to implement it in your school, maybe it will be 10, maybe 5, maybe 16. It's up to you. Of course, the list grew beyond 15, but I try to prioritize and keep it only 15 values that for me mattered most. began crafting short, positive, present tense phrases for each rukun. It must be easy to say, easy to remember, and emotionally powerful. And I use also Goldwitz's implementation intention principle. Uses the if-then structure to link between intention and action. For example, if I see a guest, so I will greet them. And if I see litter, rubbish, I will pick it up. The if-then structure. So by repeating these phrases daily, students train their minds to respond automatically in the right way until good actions become second nature to them. So how many times do they recite it? So they recite it during after Subuh and Isha prayers. Because we are in a boarding school, they live 24 hours in school. During every official assemblies and at the start of every class period. So in typical school days with 6 subjects every day, the student will recite it at least 8 times or 9 times if there is an assembly. When something is repeated that frequently 8 or 9 times a day or even more, it doesn't stay on the tongue, right? It will go sinks into the subconscious mind and then eventually shapes automatic behavior. And actually that is the power of self-talk. It moves values from the mind, actually from the tongue to the mind, to the heart, and then into habit. So this is an example. But if a student say every day, I pick up litter, sampah saya kutip, sampah saya kutip, sampah saya kutip, I pick up litter, I pick up litter, again and again, and one day, and he will, when he sees rubbish on the ground, he will instinctively pick it up and throw it into the bin. And no one will have to remind him, he simply cannot walk past litter anymore. Then that's actually the power of self-talk. Repetition, and you repeat and repeat. Repetition transform intention into habit, and habit into character. So over time, I saw a real change. Students became more self-disciplined. They began taking initiative and reminded one another, not because of fear of the disciplinary board or something like that, but because of shared values in the school. And the beauty of Rukun 15 is it empowers students to lead themselves and turn external control, and teachers having said, the headmaster or disciplinary teacher, no, now they have internal motivation. So last but not least, when I look back, I realized Rukun 15 is more than just a school initiative. Actually, it is a reminder that education is not only about grades or achievements, performance, but it's about building the person behind the achievement. If our students graduate from our school with knowledge, but without character, without adab, without akhlaq, actually we have done only half of our job as teachers, as principal. But if they leave our school with both knowledge, good grades, and noble values, then we have truly succeeded, inshallah. So I hope that what I've shared with you today, the small practice, Rukun 15, can serve you as an inspiration. You are free to adapt it, rename it, reshape it, and to suit your school. But because what matters most is not the name, what matters most is the principle behind it. We want to help our students speak good words, think good thoughts, and then they live good lives, inshallah. That's all from me. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you very much, Tuan Haji Nur Azhar, for that inspiring and insightful sharing. So now we would like to open the floor for a short Q&A session. If anyone from the audience has question, please raise your hand and kindly state your name and your institution, and keep your question brief and concise. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sabto from Indonesia. Thank you very much for your presentation, Azhar. It's very good to know that you have the Rukun 15, and then I can see that this is not always in the same order, and also the content can be different based on the need by the school itself. Okay. My question is about the concept of self-talk. How do you relate with the religious thought about this? Because we are afraid that if we believe in ourselves, then we forget God. So how do you ensure about this? How to instill the concept of maybe in Islam we say rububiyah, ilahiyah, rather than just to ourselves.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sabto from Indonesia. I relate the Rukun 15 to the principle of what we say is all the things we say is doa. And all the things we say is doa. So that's why during our mothers, will say, let's say that I'm very truant in during my childhood, and my mother will not say to me, teruknya awak, no, but they will say to us, bertuah budak ni, what a good son you are, kan, even if I'm climbing the trees or playing in the field, right? But when I come back, my mother will scold me, not with this harsh word, but with bertuah, kan, good boy, kan. But I know she's very mad at me. So I told my students, what you say to yourself is a doa, kan? Is some kind of prayer for you to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. It's not for you to change yourself, no. Actually, this is a kind of doa, and then that relates to uluhiyah and rububiyah. Thank you. Actually, one thing. Oh, big question.
Another question. Please.
Finish.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Azmi from International Islamic University Malaysia. If you look at the school environment in Malaysia, we have selected school which is very clean students. People who are as Myanmar and so on, they enter that school. And then we have a school with the students from the rural areas, which is their academic background is quite low. So if you are given a chance to choose, to share your expertise, to work, when you are able to, how do you, are you able to work with that environment compared to where you are now?
With regard to Rukun 15, kan? If I were to go to that kind of school, actually my first school is a school in the rural areas. I have a students of 160 students only, 160 students with 20 teachers and 6 supporting staff. So I've been there, and if we see all the rukuns, it will suit the school. Let's say for SAS, we say it SPM kami all A's, all A plus. But if you see SMKA Miri, what they put there, markah kami, yes, markah kami atas 60 kan, above 60. So in other school, some of my friends that implemented it, they have a problem in attendance, school attendance. So what they put there, ni kehadiran kami penuh, kehadiran kami hadir kami awal. That's how we use this in.
Assalamualaikum Tuan Haji.
Salam.
Excellent innovative approach, excellent presentation. My question is, I come from that, I'm a school leader as well, coming from that setting of 1,700 students, diversified learners, diversified all kind of problems, and keciciran is one of it as well. So my question is, although I can see that this is very much applicable, very well and done for select students, what is your advice for us who come from this setting? What can we do further to sort of like immerse the idea, the idea and innovation, so that our students who are also much diversified can actually embrace this as well, and at least produce some results at least?
Because we use Rukun 15 in a group environment, so I think we can be implemented in your assemblies, in your classes, but you need to find what are the rukun that you want to put in the school. So go to the school first, and then discuss with the teachers, and what are the challenges that we need to solve. Maybe you can have 40, 50 problems, and then you prioritize it and look into it, and then maybe not 15, maybe 10 only, and then you add up. Adding it up, let's say we have this challenge recently about bullying in school, right? And the KPM, our Ministry of Education started to a routine here, where students say, I hate bullying, kami benci bully kan. And some people said it wouldn't work. They say, oh, this cannot work. For me, personally, I see it differently. I say it will work. It takes time, because it plants the message in the student to really reject bullying. It actually fits well with the idea of self-talk, the power of repetition. And that's why I always say self-talk is not fully understood yet, underutilized in education.
Congrats to Mr. Azam for the innovation. My question is, how do you ensure that the students or the Rukun 15 is fulfilled by the students?
Oh, okay.
With the aspect of monitoring, how do you monitor that to make sure that it is working?
The results, it is from, is visually, we can see the result from some of it, right? Like the what we call it, the shoes and the rubbish and the classes and the dormitories, we can see it visually. But some of it we need time to see, like the results in SPM, all those things. And we actually we remind them always about implementing and adhering to this Rukun 15. I still need a few improvement, need to do some improvement to have that what you call empirical bukti, yes, research, for us to get the real result from it. But I would like to ask Dr. Zuraida,
Life testimony.
yes, because her son is there for 3 years now, 4 years now, so maybe can share a few words. This is really impromptu because I didn't know she's coming to my. Really? Oh.
Okay, I want to learn as well. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Very good morning. I'm the Director of the Ministry of Education. Actually, I'm very honoured to be here to actually listen the what call it, the background of Rukun 15, because I can see from when Ustaz Azam is in SAS at the moment, we are seeing that whenever there's program, I'm quite active with KSIB with the parents program as well. So I can see the Rukun 15 is actually uttered not just in school, it has competition outside the school, not necessarily in Malaysia or in other state of Malaysia, even outside Malaysia. Normally, the students would recite the Rukun 15. So I can see even my son, he's very humble. He is selected as Duta Sasya as well. So I can see from, when you repeatedly utter the good words, good values, I can see how impactful the words to himself, you're talking about the characters. So I can see that it worked because I can see, and in terms of, sometimes you see these very simple things like making the school clean, and especially when the guests are there, normally parents, when it comes to visiting time, you can see the students, although they don't know you, they will just read Assalamualaikum Puan, Puan sometimes, or Assalamualaikum Auntie. So the greetings are there. So you can see, the environment of good values in SAS. So thank you, Tadi.
Okay, good.
That's all the time we have for the question.
Thank you.
So thank you once again, Tuan Haji Noraza bin Abdullah, for sharing such valuable best practices and experiences with us today. So ladies and gentlemen, as a token of appreciation for our distinguished presenter in this best practices sharing session, I would now like to invite Mr. Sifli Bensari, Head of the Department of Leadership, Financial Management and Office Administration, IAB Genting Highlands, to the front to present a certificate of recognition and a token of appreciation to our honorable speaker. Please welcome.
Terima kasih banyak. Terima kasih. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sifli. So, to all participants, may the lessons shared today spark new ideas and strengthen our confidence and educational leadership to transform in our respective institutions. On behalf of ICELAM 2025
I'm very lucky to have you.
I would like to express our deepest appreciation to Tuan Haji Norazam.